Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. As the rain of yesterday dries up, a new day dawns here in Parma Heights, Ohio. It is day 2 of the 2025 Elite Midwest Classic. Getting us underway, it's Force Ohio and the Erie Steelheads up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove. Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday. night to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU. Tuscaroras needs a point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
From Ron Mottl Field in Parma Heights, Ohio, we say good morning and welcome on into day 2 of the 2025 Elite Midwest Classic on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Game 1 today features Force Ohio and the Erie Steelheads, a battle between Ohio and Pennsylvania. Hello, everybody. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this morning. Should be a fun day for baseball, as it always is here at Ron Mottl Field. Yesterday, however, was interrupted due to the storms. Yesterday's games here, I believe, concluding at around 1 p.m. 3 games scheduled after that, just not happening yesterday. They have been rescheduled for the time being, but these 2 games that we have today, some of the only games to have not been rescheduled at all since the initial schedule came out on Sunday. Should be 2 great games. This one, a battle in the 16U division. Then later on today, we have an 18U clash between the T3 Warhawks and Team Ohio Pro Select. A lot of top-tier talents on that top team of the top. So that'll be a fun game to watch later. But focusing on this one, you have a lot of Erie, Pennsylvania flair on this squad, as you would imagine, based on the Erie tag of the Steelheads. As for Force, a lot of Cleveland or greater Cleveland teams represented on the roster. First pitch is going to miss down low for a ball at 8:26, and we are underway. On the mound today for Force Ohio, it is Chase Bart. Bart just concluded a successful season at Padua in his junior year. Once again, Padua made it back to the regional tournament, just unable to take down University School, who made it all the way to the state championship game, only to fall, I believe, 1-0 to Licking Valley. 3-0 count on the leadoff hitter, Tommy Neese for the Steelheads. He is followed by Rylan Besco and Chase Coel. Bart's 3-0 on the top corner for strike 1. Good response by Bart, struggling to find the zone early on in this game. Still a wet playing surface, so getting footing down is going to be key. But if he can get that down here, like he did once again with that pitch, he has a chance to have a good outing this morning. As well, not too hot overall, but with the sun beating down, it makes it a lot warmer. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, 1 up, 1 down. After a 3-0 count, it's Chase Bart locking in to get 3 strikes in a row. As I said, if he can find the strike zone early on after some tough pitches, he has a chance to have a good outing, and that is the dream start. 1 up, 1 down, 1 punch out. It sets the tempo for the defense and for the rest of the game. Once again, missing upstairs for ball 1. It is Rylan Besco, the catcher, stepping in. This Erie Steelhead squad playing all over the place. I believe last week they had a game against a team from Hawaii. Strike 1 taken in. But when you're playing all across the United States, you get to see the best that the class of 2027 has to offer. A lot of 26s as well, but mainly 27s on this Erie Steelhead squad. Swing and a miss, now 1-2 the count. Bart looking to continue his good start. And he will. Goes with the off speed. Gets the swing and a miss. It's 2 up, 2 down. Nasty changeup from Chase Bart. Able to have it die at the right points. And just like that, his outing is off to a hot start. He set the tempo with the first one. This sets the complete table for the day. Taking a second look at that pitch. Just dipping at the right point. And the swing of Besco well in front. Chase Coelho now steps in and sees a first pitch strike. First time out of 3 batters that Bart has been able to find the strike zone with his first offering. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss, now 0-2. On top of that, no contact on swings yet today for the Steelheads. Bart to end the inning. He will, looking, and the side is retired. Chase Bart gets the Steelheads in order, striking out the side. 2 swinging, 1 looking. Chase Bart is on fire to begin day 2 of the Elite Midwest Classic. We will take another look at that pitch. Perfectly finds the zone in the end. He has earned a lot of swings and misses. That time he does it himself. No contest in the box from Coel, and the side is retired. Middle of one at Ron Mottl Field. No score. Forces offense looking to get on the board when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Great defensive start to this game for Chase Bart and Force Ohio. Now the offense looks to get rolling in the bottom of the first inning. No score on SmeeSports. For Force in the bottom of the inning, it is Gabanier, Mamoni, and Anello set to hit. Force in this game batting a total of 12 guys. The Erie Steelheads batting 10. We will see how that dynamic plays out in the end as there are 2 extra hitters for Force. We've seen that throughout these tournaments this year. Teams going with either 9 or 10 typically. But now, as we get deeper into the season, more guys available, we are starting to see 7, 11, or 12-man rotations. Ground ball hit to short, double clutch, throw to one is in time for out number 1. Good strike across the diamond by Malone as he is able to retire Gabanier. With one down, it goes to Mamoni. Mamoni, the first baseman for Force, just finished up his year at CVCA as a sophomore. CVCA, the other team who fell to U.S. in regionals this year. That was the regional final as U.S. made it to the Final Four for the first time in school history. Swing and a miss, now 0-2. 2 good pitches to begin the outing for Frank Thomas. His 0-2. Good drive over, too short, and it will be caught for out number 2. A heater of a line drive just snagged over at shorts. Malone now with 2 putouts, one a lot easier than the other. This one a lot more complex as we will take a second look. Just a good barrel. But unfortunately, like so many balls hit in MLB The Show, the perfect is caught. Popped up right side. It will be caught over at first, and the inning is over. Both sides go in order. Bart getting the strikeouts. Thomas relying on his defense. End of 1 at Ron Mottl Field. No score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. No score through one as both defenses are looking solid to begin this game. Once again, Chase Bart 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. All of those outs came via the punch-outs. So far, 3 strikeouts for Bart, and he looks for 4, 5, and 6 against the 4, 5, and 6 hitters of Malone, Malik, and Benford. Count now 1-1. But this is a time for Chase Bart to really make a case to Padua as to why he could be a frontline starter next year in the rotation, or at least a key bullpen piece. You have the guys of Makai Williams, Lucas Williams, Nathan Krazel all out of the program now and graduated. A lot of slots on the pitching staff opening up. Fly ball blooping into left field, and that one will get down. It is a leadoff single for Tom Malone, and that is our first base runner of the game. Good cut by Malone, able to get that one into the outfield. 2 putouts defensively, now 1 for 1 at the dish. That'll now bring in Nick Malik, the third baseman. All it takes is 1 runner on to do some damage, and we will see if he is able to come around and score. Given the slow start offensively for both teams, every single runner is going to matter more. We saw it yesterday with the last game between the Mash Factory and the Mentor Cardinals. Those base runners down the stretch really mattered a whole lot, especially Berkwin, who was the opening run in that game in the 4th. 2-0 count. Throwback to 1, not in time. Good idea from Bart to look back the runner with a throw, just unable to get him. As usual, more of a warning shot than anything, but it still gets the point across. The 2-0 going to miss upstairs. Good miss from Bart, just going to get it a notch or 2 above the strike zone. In the on-deck circle after Malik, it goes to Benford. 3-0 on the corner for strike 1. Going back to the first 3-0 count that Bart had today, that's where he got back into the at-bat. A pitch just like that for strike 1. He looks for number 2 here. Instead, it is a hard hit ball over towards second base, scooped up, and the throw to 1 is in time for out number 1. Good move over at second base by Boykin as he is able to catch up to that one. Still, the lead runner will stay on the base path, and that'll put him in scoring position, but getting that out is big, as that is a good step in the right direction to getting out of this inning. You will see the play once again by Boykin. A lot of space over to his left to cover, able to get there in plenty of time to throw it on over. Benford backed out on the first pitch for ball 1. After Benford, it goes to Cam Johnson, then Chafee. Top of the second inning, 1 on, 1 down. Hard hit ball left side, but foul. Count evened up at 1-1. A lot of good contact in this second inning for the Steelheads, especially given the fact that they did not have any contact in the top of the first inning. That time a weak dribbler down the right side. It will remain fair, and there is going to be The tag, it is missed. The throw home, not in time, and the opening run is on the board. Kind of similar to how the tying run scored in our first game on Sunday. A missed tag down the line at 1, and then the runner coming home as a result. You will see the tag again. You see it, he bobbled it, just unable to extend, and that'll put the Steelheads in a good spot to do some more damage. 1 down, 1 on still, and that'll bring in they'll bring in Cam Johnson. Swing and a miss, 0-1. That'll be officially scored as an E3 over at first base. Not a clean read of the ball, and subsequently, the opening run scores. Bunt shown, but pulled back, and that one will miss downstairs. 1-1 now the count. The question is, do we see the small ball approach actually happen, or are we going to see that as kind of a fake out? And based on that being strike 2 on the foul tip, I think it is going to be a fake out and nothing more. Erie a lot more aggressive in the top of the second inning. And so far that has produced 1 run. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Chase Bart. And that is a good response after allowing the opening run. You want to reset the tempo, get everybody back on the same page, and if you are the pitcher, getting the job done there with a strikeout is big, and as well, that keeps the runner over at first base. Strike 1 taken at about the letters. Chafee, the first baseman, now batting. Chafee just finished up his sophomore year of high school, and he comes to the squad by way of Erie, Pennsylvania. Fly ball, well fouled down the left side. Quickly down in the count, 0-2. Force has Scott, Pytash, and Mancuso in the 4, 5, and 6 slots in the bottom of the inning. But right now, a chance to get out of the top of the second inning. The 0-2, chopped to shortstop, and it will be booted. The runner will be safe on the second error of the inning. Anello just not a clean read over at short, and that'll put 2 on, 2 down, and up steps Frank Thomas, the pitcher. Now if Frank Thomas, the pitcher, can channel Frank Thomas, the legendary White Sox first baseman, then this could be a big spot for some damage. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Once again, this is game 1 of 2 that we have today. We will also be here for the next game, which includes the T3 Warhawks and Team Ohio Pro Select. The 1-0 swing and a miss, now 1-1. We saw that pitch a lot yesterday in the 15U division. An outside fastball getting the swing and miss. The badge is not catching up to the location in time. The 1-1 grounded back to Bart on the mound. Throw to 1 is in time, and the side is retired. Good snag by Bart as he is able to settle down the defense, but not before the opening run scores for the Erie Steelheads. Great base running, great hustle, and they are rewarded with the opener. 1-0 your score, middle of 2 in Parma.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Before we get back to the action, you can stay up to date on all things 965 Midwest Challenge related by downloading the Exposure app and selecting your tournament of choice. On top of that, you can also go to the 965 Midwest Challenge website. From there, you can view all of the tournament schedules, seeing times, dates, locations, and overall results once they are posted. Bottom of 2 here at Ron Mottl Field. 1-0 your score. The Erie Steelheads able to get on the board first, courtesy of some great base running. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. This game definitely looking to be one of the better ones this summer that we will be covering. It's a good start for both squads. 3 up, 3 down defensively in the top and bottom of the first inning. 1 run does score then in the top of the second inning. Now the question is, this hot force offense, can they get rolling in the bottom of the second inning? This is going to be a tough defense to break down, but theirs is as well, and the Steelheads were able to score their opening run in the frame as well. First pitch in for strike 1. It is Drew Scott, the EH in. Scott just finished up his sophomore year at Aurora High School. The 0-1. Lobbed in and skied into left center field. Underneath it from center is Benford, and he has it for out number 1. Routine flyout to begin the new frame. A good start defensively once again for the Steelheads. And that'll bring in J.J. Pytash, the left fielder. Pytash, like Boykin, who we will see later on in this game, just finished up his sophomore year at St. Vincent St. Mary. Swings and misses down low for strike 1. The Fighting Irish had one heck of a campaign. We got to see them once this year on the channel, and that was the flurry game at St. V's home field of Skeels Field against the Alliance Aviators. A game that ended up being a no contest. I believe it went nearly 3 hours, snowed for around an hour and a half of that one before finally getting called off at around 8 p.m. That was one of the craziest games that we have covered. Complete snowstorm. The whole 9 yards, but somehow in some way we played into the 7th inning. 3-1 count on Pytash. Mario Mancuso, the EH, awaits in the on-deck circle. And he will step in as it is a 1-out walk for Pytash. Good patience in the box by JJ, just waiting for his pitch. Doesn't happen, and he will take his base. Now Mancuso, the 6-hitter, comes to the squad by way of Brecksville High School. Brecksville have had their fair share of top-tier talents over the past couple of seasons. A lot of good pitchers and as well some good defensemen on their ranks. We saw the likes of Zambanis along with Kelly last year, both of which are now in the OAC. Zambanis over at Baldwin Wallace, Kelly at Capital. 0-1 count on Mancuso. Throwback to 1, not in time. We did see one pickoff yesterday be successful, and that was Joey Crawford of the MAF Gators. 0-1 skipping in for ball 1. Looking at a game like this, pitch count is going to be pivotal for both pitchers. How long can they go, and will they be saved to be used again later on in the tournament? That's a tough thing with these games. It's not league play where you have your basic rotation. This is tournament ball. Every weekend you have a chance to win something new, and you have to manage your pitching staff very well if you do want to come out with a victory. Strike 2 taken in by Mancuso. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 down. Fly ball hit deep into center field, still going back, and it will be tracked down once again by Benford for out number 2. A lot of grass to cover out in the outfield from center field, but once again, Benford able to get to that one. Both outs recorded so far in the bottom of the second inning have come from the center fielder. Now Zach Schobert, the third baseman for 4, steps in. Schobert just finishing up his sophomore year at Twinsburg. And there it is once again with a lot of the greater Cleveland flair. A lot of teams all the way across the board through a lot of different conferences. Popped up on the infield, called off at third, and the play is made by Malik, and the side is retired. outside of a 1-out walk. No damage done by Force in the second inning. End of 2 here at Ron Mottl Field. It is the Steelheads in control, up 1-0 on Force.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Truly a beautiful day for baseball here at Ron Mottl Field. Through 2, it is the Erie Steelheads on top, 1-0 against Force, Ohio. For the Steelheads in the top of the third, it is St. Julian, Nice, and Besco in the 10, 1, and 2 slots. This game has been going by quickly. Start time was 8:26 through 2 innings after around 20 minutes as we ended maybe a minute or 2 ago. Overall, in regards to the official start time listed on the website to now, 21 minutes, and that's what we're going to look at here, given that we do have more games today. The goal is always to stay on track to get every game played on time. Last Sunday, that was completely out of the picture after game number 1, given it went to 9 innings. Swing and a miss, good off speed from Bart, and he is able to get St. Julian down swinging for out number 1. Strikeout number 5 recorded by Bart this afternoon, or at least it feels like an afternoon. Still early morning, but the heat definitely coming here to Tri-C. The breeze definitely helping, but if you are directly in line with the sun, it is going to get hot really quick. 0-1 count on Nice, the second baseman, back in for his second cuts. That time he fouls it behind, now 0-2. But the top 3 in the order of Nice, Besco, and Coel all struck out in their first at-bats today. This is a chance for redemption. Bart's 0-2, lightly tapped foul. Went with the off-speed again and got the nice lunge. But great work by Nice to get something on it to stay alive. Bart tries again with the 0-2. Similar pitch, similar result. 2 good taps foul by Nice. All he needs is to stay alive for his pitch, and so far he has done that. The third 0-2. That time it's up and out for ball 1. And that is why you have to battle in the batter's box. You have to be ready for the pitches that are well out of the zone, but at the same time, you have to be ready for those close calls. And because of how he worked with an 0-2 count, now it's an even one, 2-2. Bart trying to battle back into this at-bat. Almost winning it again, going with the off-speed, but it is just the same result again. Nice anticipates the off-speed, waits back on it, and all he has to do is get something on it, something that is away from the catcher, and he has done that very well so far. 2-2 off the plate for ball 3, and from an 0-2 battle to a 3-2 count we go. Bart ready to go. The payoff pitch, and he will lose them. It is a 1-out walk for Nice. And that is one of the best at-bats that you will see today. Pure determination by Tommy Nice in the batter's box, and he is rewarded with first. Not an easy job just standing in there waiting for your pitch. And on top of that, having to file away 3 different offerings. That took everything he had to get on. Now, with a runner on first, can the Steelheads move him around to score? And if you're Chase Bart right now, your goal is to get back to the strikeouts. That has been your most successful avenue to getting outs today. Throwback to 1, almost in time, but not there. Not surprised to see Bart offer back to first base, trying to catch the runner off guard. Once again, missing. That's ball 2. After that great start against Nice, Bart starting to lose the zone a bit. The 2-0. Missing off the plate. Now a 3-0 count. Chase Coel, the right fielder, awaits in the on-deck circle for the Steelheads. Bart throws back, not in time. But putting 2 on with 1 down would be a tough spot for Force to work out of, especially given how low scoring this game is. The pitch, it's upstairs for ball 4. It is back-to-back walks surrendered by Chase Bart. And run number 2 now resides in scoring position. Coel a chance to also get redemption like Besco and Nice did as he struck out to end the first inning. And unlike Nice and Besco, his was looking. Takes that one outside, but just on the edge of the zone for strike 1. Coel looking to get some insurance on the board for the visitors. Barstow keeping close tabs on the runners behind. The 0-1 in there now, 0-2. Bart doing a great job relocating the zone during this at-bat. Needed those 2 pitches, but needs this final strike even more. 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 down. The pitch in there for strike 3 looking. Strikeout number 6 on the day for Chase Bart. And there is an all-important out number 2. Beautiful response by Chase Bart. Allows the 2 walks, 2 runners on behind him. And he is able to get out number 2, making a force at third, second, or first enough to end the inning. Malone did single in his only at-bat so far in this game, but he will be quickly down in the count 0-1. If Chase Bart can work out of this inning, that would be tremendous for his confidence and just momentum for Force. Now 0-2, this time going to the outer edge. If Malone gets on, it goes to Nick Malik. There is some action in the bullpen for Force, now subsiding. Bart already with 6 strikeouts on the day. Won't get number 7 here. Instead is a ground ball hit to second base. Boykin able to get it over towards 1 in time, and the side is retired. 2 walks put a runner in scoring position, but nobody comes home. Middle of 3 here in Parma. It is the Erie Steelheads in control, up 1-0. Force looks for a response when we return.
Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Forces offense looking for their opening run of the game as we begin the bottom of the third inning. First pitch from Thomas off the plate for ball one. This frame for Force, it is Perkins, Ozinga, and Anderson. As well in the meantime to set the Erie Steelheads defense. Thomas on the mound, Beska behind the dish. It is Chafee over at first, Neese at second, Malone at short, Malik at third, and from left to right in the outfield, it is St. Julian, Benford, and Malik, Coel is in right, and that will round out the defense for the Steelheads. 2-0 hits the zone for strike one. Luke Perkins comes to this squad by way of Olmsted Falls High School. Just finished up his sophomore year there. And he is the lone representative of the Bulldogs on this Force roster. The pitch upstairs for ball three. This could be a turning point frame for Force Ohio if they can get the opening run of the game. Good drive down the right field line, and it is going to be not in time to one. Great hustle by Perkins, and he is in with a leadoff single. The ball just kind of fell in a good spot in right for a relay to be attempted. I give a lot of credit to Coel for his placement of that ball. Definitely gave Perkins a run for his money, as you'll see the ball come on in here. But just not in time on that last second extension. And that is a big play made for the offensive Force to get the leadoff man aboard. The 1-0 taken for ball two. And that is the first time today that Force has their leadoff man aboard. Fly ball hit into left center field. Benford coming in behind it, but it will be called off and caught by St. Julian for out number one. But a great backup effort by Benford out in center, going behind his left fielder just in case the ball does get by. He is there to snatch it up. He has been everywhere from the Topps logo on the one banner to the other Topps logo on the right. A lot of distance to cover out in center field, and he has done that very well so far. First pitch to Anderson upstairs for ball one. After Anderson, it's Boykin, then Kimmel. And then we go back to the top of the order for the second go-around. The 1-0 in there for strike one. Goes high then low. Not necessarily a pitch tunnel sequence for Thomas, but one missing high, one going in low. That's kind of what he wanted to achieve there. The 1-1 shot down the left field line, foul, now 1-2. And as well, a good play over at third by Force's coach as he is able to scoop that one up. Coaches are athletes as well. The 1-2, fly ball popped into shallow right field, and it is going to be foul. Count will remain 1-2. Kind of a tough spot to see off to our right in that corner. The ball dying in a Bermuda Triangle. We see that oh so often at this field, really any diamond, but especially when we are here at Ron Mottl Field. A lot of times the team that Tri-C is playing unable to adjust to a play like that. but the Triceratops on numerous occasions have made that play. The 1-2 runner goes, driven into center field. It is down, and now the runner will go to third. That'll put runners at the corners with one down for Force. A big single for Zach Anderson. With a hit and run on, he needed to put the ball in play, and he does so perfectly. Perkins now 90 feet away from tying up the game. A first and third play will be put on by the catcher, Besco. And it is Ian Boykin, the second baseman from St. V's, stepping in. A big chance to tie up the game for Force. Runner goes. They will have it thrown into the middle, but cut off. And that will put the go-ahead run in scoring position as well. A key spot near the halfway point of this game for Boykin. Ball two taken on the outside edge. Now time called by Besco. Stay with us after this game as we have one more contest this morning at 10:45. It is T3 Kimmick taking on a very talented Team Ohio Pro Select squad. And that game will move us up to the 18U division. And then back to Kent State we go on Sunday for the Kent State Invite Championships. The 2-0 runs inside for ball three. After Boykin, it goes to Kimmel. And given that the bases might be loaded, that is a big time for him to provide a massive offensive spark. Boykin thought about swinging, takes it instead. Strike one nonetheless. And given the count and the scenario, not a spot you swing. I'm not surprised he did not have the green light there. It's a take that you have to live with if you are Boykin. And there it is on the corner. Apparently there was an extra strike that we did not see. That is strike three looking, and that's out number two. First strikeout of the game on the mound for Thomas. And that'll bring in Kimmel. The lefty, a chance to drive in 2 runs. And given how this inning started, you need to find something from this frame. Good first delivery from Thomas, just going to miss the zone. Definitely a competitive pitch. We did see Kimmel give a slight twitch in its direction, but not enough to solidify a stride. Fly ball hit into right center field. Center and right convene, and it will fall. Force Ohio will take the lead, and Kimmel is in at second. In the end, the ball just kind of dies in between Coel and Benford, and Force flips the script. An obscure way to score your opening 2 runs, but it gets the job done. Good work by Kimmel, able to put that in a tough spot, and you see it just kind of die right there. Very similar to a play we saw at Tri-C on Sunday, that run being pivotal as well. But Force now up by 1. They have command of this game, at least for the time being, and it is the top of their order back in for their second go-around. But that one play could prove to be really costly for the Steelheads. Force looking to make it 3-1. But 2 runs more than enough this inning for the home team. First pitch sailing upstairs for ball 1. But all it takes is one play like that to change the rest of the game. The Steelheads offense is definitely going to come out swinging in the next frame. The 1-0 hits the bottom right corner, evening up the count. Ryder Gabanier just finished up his sophomore year at Walsh. Walsh bowing out in the OHSAA tournament in the region, or excuse me, the Final Four, as they lost to Anthony Wayne 1-0 at Thurman Munson. And on the throwback, the runner is able to get to third. Good heads up running by Kimmel over at second base, able to take a free bag. Now a base hit scores the run. But given that Walsh connection, a lot of experience for a guy like Gabanier, and a chance to show it here. Might not be the biggest swing that you'll see today, but it is an important one. Fouling that one away count remains the same. And we've seen that offering from both teams now. An off-speed pitch you just have to throw your bat at and hope something connects, and in that case it did. The 1-2 missing upstairs for ball 2. Another competitive pitch on the mound from Frank. He has been offering those types of pitches all day, and that time just doesn't get it to go low enough. That time he brings it down a notch, and the side is retired. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Thomas, and the inning is over. But not before Force is able to score their opening 2 runs of the game. A ball falling in right center field, splitting the center and right fielder, scores 2, and that is the difference right now. 3 complete. It is Force Ohio up by 1 against the Erie Steelheads.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
As the sun continually beats down here at Ron Mottl Field, we are back and ready to go for the 4th inning. Through 3, it is Force Ohio hanging on to a 2-1 lead. That lead being established in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It was really an interesting play as the ball was pretty much a routine fly ball into right field. Just split the center fielder and right fielder who convened at the same time. And with that ball falling, Kimball got to second base, and the 2 runners ahead of him were able to score in the process. Bart's still looking to have a good outing, but it appears that he has been relieved of his duties on the mound as Ozinga now stands on the bump. With Bart out of the game, 6 strikeouts total, 1 run allowed, and he is technically in line for the win. But Ozinga does have some big shoes to fill given how good of an outing Bart had. The pitch. And it will be a drop third. They say he did not make contact. The throw down to 1 will not happen. It is strikeout number 1 on the day for Ozinga. But given first base is Malik. And time now called. A tough break there defensively for Force Ohio. They had out number 1, but the drop third definitely does not help. And I think everybody on the defense thought that the swing made contact and it was just a foul ball. But when the designation was given, it was the Erie Steelheads yelling to make the play at 1, and that was enough for their runner to get down to first in time. No contest. It is definitely going to be a tight finish in this game. Still plenty of baseball left to go in game number 1. But right now the focus is settling down the defense. We saw what one costly error did to the Steelheads in the bottom of the third. Good pop over towards short. They will get the lead runner. No, they won't. It is bobbled. The shovel play not there, and that'll put the second man of the inning on. 2 on, nobody out. And this is an avenue that the Steelheads can take to get back into this game, if not take back the lead. Cam Johnson, the EH, now steps in 0 for 1 in this game with a strikeout. Would not be surprised to see him try and lay down a bunt here. Throw back to 2, not in time, but a good move nonetheless by Ozinga. If Forrest can get an out on the base path like that, that would definitely do wonders for their momentum. Johnson will swing and miss for strike 1. It appears that the small ball approach will wait for at least the time being. Minimal leads for both runners. Now he will bunt, he will offer, and now it's an 0-2 count. So right on cue, Johnson flips it and just decides to try and lay it on the bunt. Can't get it down. Now down to his final strike, needs to get something on the baseball if it is close. Count sits at 0-2. And he will foul that one over the press box. After Johnson, it goes to Chafee, then Thomas. But trying times for the Force Ohio defense. 2 on, nobody out in the 4th. The pitch, missing down low for ball 1. But I do like the move to give Bart some rest. It allows him to be eligible maybe on Sunday for a championship run. And given how good he looked on the mound, to have that guy available again, that is big. 0-2, swing and a miss. There is out number 1. Strikeout number 2 of the inning for Ozinga. Keep in mind the drop third strike still does count as a strikeout, but it will be a base error on the catcher then. So he does have 2 strikeouts through a third of an inning of work. One of many nuances in the sport of baseball. First pitch to Chafee is in there for strike 1. For Force Ohio in the bottom of the inning, it is Mamoni, Anello, and Scott. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Ozinga's 0-1. Hit up the gut to short. They get the out at 2. The throw to 1 is in time, and that is your double play to retire the side. Perfectly worked up the middle. Redemption for the error a few plays ago. But that double play silences the offense of Erie in a big way, and no damage will be done. As we see here, just a hard hit ball up the hole to short. Your typical 6-4-3 double play. Perfectly worked all the way around. And most importantly, that will end the top of the 4th inning. 2 runners on to begin the frame. No damage done. Middle of 4. Force Ohio up by 1, looking to solidify their lead when we return.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
A quick one so far at Ron Mottl Field, middle of 4. Now as we enter the bottom of the 4th, 2-1 the score, and we are less than an hour in. Looking at the official game clock starting at 8:30, we have just played around 49 minutes. Overall, the official timer started at 8:26 for this contest, and that is what we will be looking at as well to decide how quick this game is going by. The goal is to keep every game going at a good pace. Starting the next game on time is a big deal. With so many games being played here today, you want to make sure all of them start on time, especially given all of the cancellations that we have had over the past 24 hours, especially in this region. 2 strikes on Mamoni, who lined out to short in his lone plate appearance so far. Frank's 0-2. Bounces in for ball 1. 2 strikeouts today for Thomas so far as he struck out Boykin and Gabanier. Good powerful drive foul by Mamoni. A lot of contact just like that today. It's good contact, but it only does so much good in the grand scheme of the game. The 1-2 hits him. It'll be the first hard 90 of the game, and Mamoni reaches with a leadoff hard 90. Always weird to see a hit by a pitch in a game like this. Good control from both pitchers, but all it takes is one pitch escaping the command of the man on the mound, and you get that result. That'll bring in Kyle Anello, the shortstop, 0 for 1 in this game with a pop-out. First pitch, load taken off for strike 1. Good off-speed from Thomas. I believe that was his changeup that he lobbed on in. Still has Mamoni to deal with at first. The 0-1 sailing upstairs for ball 1. Stay with us after this game as we have game number 2 of the day. The T3 Warhawks taking on Team Ohio Pro Select. Good pop into left center field, and it will drop in for a single. We had to make sure on the back end that Mamoni made it into second in time. Otherwise, that would have been a long fielder's choice. In the end, Mamoni hustles it out, and it is a single for Anello. Perfectly placed ball. You have to know where the outfield is playing. Putting the ball deep into the outfield is great and all, but if that is where the defense is standing, that is not going to get you far in this game. If you can drop the ball constantly in front of the outfield, then that will give you a chance to pile on the runs and give you a chance to win this game. First pitch to Scott will be taken just a titch low for ball 1. A lot of Thomas's misses have been close and, at a minimum, competitive pitches. 2-1, nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 missing upstairs for ball 2. I think if this were to be a walk, either time is called and there is no change, but action happens in the bullpen, or time is called and a change is made on the mound for the Steelheads. The pitch. Fly ball into the outfield. Underneath it in center is Benford, and he has it for out number 1. In the meantime, the runner, he will fake the tag up, and on the throw, he will advance to third. The good old bait and switch. Took back to second base, baited the throw, and takes third in the end. And on top of that, the trail runner also advances 90 feet closer. A very eventful out number 1 for Scott. That will now bring up J.J. Pytash, who is 0 for 0 in this game with a walk. But a chance for J.J. and company to really solidify their lead. But he will take strike 1 on the corner. That has to be the goal of this frame, solidifying the lead, making sure you have a good enough cushion that if things go wrong in one of the next 3 innings, you do have a good amount of runs in your back pocket. And assuming you do, that puts you in a good spot to win this game. 1-1 the count on Pytash. The pitch. Chopped off of the catcher, foul. Now 1-2. After Pytash, it will go to Mario Mancuso. Base hit potentially doubles, forces run tally. Thomas, on the other hand, looking for strikeout number 3 on the day. Ground ball hit to third. It is gloved off to the right side. The throw home is not in time. And on the E5, it is 3-1. Beautiful cut by J.J. Pytash, able to force the error. He is able to bring in another run, and that is a massive insurance run for Force. One more run needed to really solidify this advantage, but either way, part of the job has been done. Now Mancuso a chance to finish the rest. And kind of surprised not to see the call to balk. He moved back towards the bag. It looked like he declared initially. That is a tough one. Obviously, the balk is nuanced by nature. But that one definitely looked like it could have been. Thomas potentially lucky not to have moved up the runners, whether it be intentionally or not. 1-0 count on Mancuso, the sophomore at Brecksville. Takes that one upstairs for ball two. In the on-deck circle after Mancuso, it goes to Zach Schobert, followed by Perkins and Ozinga. But this is a spot that Force can really blow this game open. That's the kind of contact you need to do so, but foul. Now 2-1. Definitely a hot morning here at Tri-C. The high is supposed to be maybe 74, but once the clouds come out, as they are expected to at around 12, the environment should get a little bit better, but still kind of stickier given the rain of yesterday and just the overall kind of muggy feeling. All three taken upstairs. A chance to load up the bases with one down. And I think if that happens, we do see a mound visit or the call to the bullpen, probably the latter or both. 3-1 on the corner for strike two, and we are full. Mancuso thought it was off the plate, but in the end, he will have to come back in and fight for one more pitch. And if you're Frank Thomas, this is a second life, a chance for redemption, and he will get redemption. There is out number two. Strikeout number 3 on the day for Frank Thomas. And now one out gets you out of the inning. Still a tough spot to see if Thomas comes back onto the mound for the 5th inning. Right now, I would say the answer is no, but that could change. First pitch is Schobert in there for strike one. Thomas doing a great job with the off speed, coupling them with some strikes. And that has been a great combination for him so far. Schobert chops that one foul down the third base line weakly. Now 0-2. If he wants to hit it down that third base line, there is a lot of open space down the left field area. And that is where he will put the ball, but in the air, it might drop in, and it does. It'll be an RBI single for Zach Schobert. Make it 4-1, and the cushion is firmly established. They wanted 2 runs this frame, and they got them. I said it moments ago, that left field line looking like a good spot to hit. He does so in the air, and as I also said earlier, putting the ball in front of the defense does the job. And that's exactly what he did. Perkins will take ball 1 upstairs. But Force up by 3 as we are now at the 1 hour mark in this game. The 1-0 lobbed in. Beautiful drive by Perkins, deep to right center field. It is past everybody. Run number 5 is in. They are sending number 6 home. He will score, and it is a 2-out, 2 RBI double for Jack Perkins. What a swing. Power, complete power. The moment that he barreled up the baseball, everybody in the dugout was oohing and eyeing. They knew where that ball was going, and he is able to get a massive hit on the board. It's now a 5-run lead for Force. What an inning for the offense of the home team. Ozinga chops that one foul for strike 1. And now all of a sudden, 5-run game, get home 1 more. Nothing happening in the top of the inning. 2 more runs enforces the run rule. Who would have thought last inning that would even be a conversation? Hit down the right side, and it is going to be fair, and that will bring in run number 7. Now a 6-run lead for Force Ohio on the RBI single of James Ozinga. And the hit parade just continues to march along. Let's see that cut once again down the line. Perfectly placed. Just beats the first baseman. And that is all it takes. 6-run cushion. Force definitely in command. It does not appear that the Erie Steelheads have any action in their bullpen either. Wouldn't be surprised to see that change in the end, but you never know. Chopped foul now 1-1. Once again, after this, we will have Tops Ball taking on a very talented T3 squad. Team Ohio Pro Select, some of their guys rolling in now. The T3 Warhawks expected to get here in a few moments as well. But it's ironic, Team Ohio Pro Select playing at the home of the Tops. So I'm sure that will be a reference given to them a lot. And once we go through their roster in the next game, I don't even know where to begin. So many Division I guys on the roster. It is going to be a fun group to see in action. The 2-1 in there now, 2-2. The only tough thing with them and T3, it appears their jerseys are basically the same. The 2-2, another great crank into the outfield. It is in the gap for extra bases. Anderson uncorks. They will send home run number 8, and he will be in safe. And standing no less. Make it 8-1. The offense completely dominating for Force Ohio. And now the run rule inducing run as early as the next inning stands in scoring position. A true 2-out rally for Force Ohio. And to think it all started with a bloop single into left center. This could end the day for the starting pitcher, Frank. We'll see if he stays on or not. There's a lot of questions for this Erie squad. The wheels just kind of coming off in this frame, and unfortunately that happens in this game. One inning gets away from you, and everything that you worked towards in the early stages of this game just go away. It's happened so often for so many different teams. I've been a part of teams. 5 great innings, you get to the 6th inning, everything falls apart. And from there's nothing else you can do. It is kind of a universal experience in baseball. And now the tough thing is, with not that many guys here, the prospect of starting the next game a bit earlier appears to be out of the way and not even in sight. But to even think about the run rule, we need one more run this inning, and it is Boykin trying to bring him in. There's strike 1. And if not this inning, they need it next. It is 10 runs after 4, 8 runs after 5. Boykin pops it up, coming towards us somewhat in the bleachers, and it will take a bounce to our right, kind of missing a light pole as well. Count now 0-2. Frank Thomas looking for strikeout number 4 and to retire the side. Fly ball popped right side, could be dangerous, and it will be caught, and the inning is over at long last. Boykin almost able to beat out the third baseman, but it will not matter. Welcome to the offensive onslaught. Force Ohio, they now lead by 7. This is the 2025 Elite Midwest Classic on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Classic and Challenge. But looking at this game, stay tuned after it goes final, after our final commercial break. Then we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. But for now, we flip to the 5th inning, and we flip to a word from our sponsors.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville.
We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Force Ohio's defense looking to hold down the fort here in the top of the 5th inning. If they do so, and they score a run in the bottom of the inning, the game would be over. We have the potential to have one of the quickest run rules in the tournament so far. And it didn't look like it was going to happen until last inning. A total of, I believe, 6 runs scoring, but it is a good start for the Steelheads offensively. A leadoff single for Frank Thomas. Good effort from Boykin over at second base, trying to extend to keep it in the infield, just unable to do so in the end. Looking at game number 2, if we do get the run rule at the bottom of this inning, most likely we would have our second game start before 10:45, and a lot of that hinges on when T3 gets here, and I think the answer is they are starting to arrive now. Pops up over us, and it will clear us behind the bleachers, foul, 0-1 the count. Had to make sure I didn't have to use my, albeit lacking, catching skills behind the dish of getting that high hanger. 0-1 counts on St. Julian. On the corner for strike 2. For those just tuning in, Chase Bart started the game on the mound for Force Ohio. 6 strikeouts through 3 innings of work. Since then, it is James Ozinga. And Ozinga has done a good job so far on the bump with 2 strikeouts. Almost 3, but time has been called. And with T3 showing up, we realistically could start that game by 10:20, 10:25, kind of similar to what happened at John Carroll last Friday. 0-2 count, runner at first, nobody out. Ozinga's pitch pops up, and it will carry on, foul, and out of play. It'll be intriguing to see in the next game how quick of a start both teams have. If Team Ohio Pro Select is off to a hot start, that might be enough to propel them to victory. If T3 can get the ball rolling early, they might be able to hold off one of the most talented offenses in this competition. That pitch right across the face of St. Julian, obviously off to the side, but I guess they say it may have clipped him. So he will take first in the process. Still nobody out, 2 on in the top of the 5th inning. Time almost called. It was just to clear a bat. But top with Nice, the defense in need of some outs. They definitely want the run rule here. They want to end this game here and not allow the Steelheads a chance to get back in the contest. These pop-ups are definitely doing them some favors, but at the same time, they need to be playable pop-ups on the infield. Foul balls help only for so long. 0-1 the count on Nice. Ozinga checks and deals. Good crank into right field, and it is going to be down. They are going to hold the runner up at third. That will load up the bases with nobody out. Beautiful swing from Sami Nice. He reaches for the second time today. Nobody out. 3 up, 3 on. What a start for the offense of the Steelheads in the 5th. A chance to mount a comeback here. We've gone from close game to potential run rule to potential big comeback. It has been a whirlwind of emotions in game number 1 so far, but it has given us a great game to watch. First pitch to Besco, missing down below the knees for ball 1. Besco in this game 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Ozinga sets and deals, able to elevate it just a notch for strike 1. We've seen that a lot today. Misses just outside of the zone, moves it whatever direction he needs to, maybe by a hair, and then gets the decision. And there's strike two. Beautiful pitch. To get out number one at the plate, not only does that set up the double play ball to end the inning, but that also really sways momentum, at least for a second, back to Force's defense. Not able to get it done quite yet, as the changeup is chopped foul by Besco. After the catcher, it goes to Coel and Malone. Count remains 1-2. The pitch. Good drive, but well foul. Once again, that has been a storyline of the game. A lot of good foul contact, very similar to that, but nothing going. Ozanga trying again. 1-2 count. The pitch hits him, and that will bring in run number two. A tough hit by a pitch to swallow for the defense of Force, and that means they will have more work to do if they do want to get that run rule in the bottom of the inning. But for the time being, it is a 6-run game, and the Steelheads are not done quite yet. Coel now steps in. He represents what would be run number 6. But with a 6-run lead in hand, Force still controls their own destiny. First pitch missing down low for ball one. There was some action a little while ago in the Force bullpen. It was Jack Perkins getting warm. And we will see if we see him if another runner scores here. Beautiful drive down the right field line, and they're going to call it fair. 1 run, now 2 come in to score. He will stay put at first, and the other runner at third. It is a 2 RBI single for Chase Coel. All of a sudden, it is an 8-4 ball game. This game seemingly going to flip on its head again. Still no outs in the frame. 4 runs to make up here. Look out. Runs 5 and 6 still on the base path. Number 7 in the box. The tying run in the on-deck circle for the Steelheads. Still nobody out. Malone a chance to bring in 1. First pitch missing upstairs for ball 1. And once again, there is some action in the bullpen for Force. But that is going to be tough for them. Came close to that run rule. Just fell short. And now they are going to have to play in a highly contested game. And there is the late decision, now 1-1. But Zon Malone so far 1 for 2, base hit and a ground out to his name. Ozanga looking for a out anywhere. Runner goes, the pitch. A good drive into right center field. It will be caught in center for out number 1. The relay back to 1, not in time. And in the meantime, the run from third will come in to score. It is a sac fly for Malone, and that'll make it 8-5. Only 1 out in the inning now. And that is really crazy to think about. The damage that has been done today by both teams in a given time frame. Force Ohio with 2 outs, but the Steelheads with none. Still a chance to potentially tie up the game in this frame, and that would be one heck of a comeback, down by 7. They have scored 4 runs already in the top of the 5th inning. Ozanga checking behind and dealing. Missing down low for ball 2. Once again, stick with us after this game as we will have game 2 of our doubleheader between the T3 Warhawks and Team Ohio Pro Select. We will see how that game goes in the battle of red and black squads. Ozanga's 2-0. Hit over towards the right side, and it will beat the first baseman. Heading over towards third is Coel, and he will be in. Now going to second base is Malik, and he will stay on the bag. 2 more runners in scoring position now for the Steelheads. Still 1 down, and it is Ben for the center fielder coming in as the tying run. Absolute chaos in the bottom of the fourth, spanning now up to the top of the fifth. Time called. The call to the bullpen has been made. It is going to be Henry Fritz on to throw, most likely when we return, as Fritz comes in to warm up. An interesting affair on hand. What looked to be a comfortable win for Force Ohio has turned into a nail-biter. 8-5 your score, top of the fifth inning, one down on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The tying run for the Steelheads is at the plate as we return to the action. Top of five here at Ron Mottl Field. Once again, the call to the bullpen has been made for the second time in this game for Force. It is Henry Fritz coming in. Hit right to third, and it will be out number 2 at first. Throw home, it is wide. It is now 8-6. Run number 7 will take the turn and stay put. Excellent put out over at 1. But now a 2-run game on hand. Good work by the defense to at least get 1 there. But still allowing run number 6 to score makes this one a lot less comfortable. And that'll bring up now Cam Johnson. Johnson a chance to make this a 1-run ball game. First pitch off the plate for ball 1. If this ends up being a Steelheads victory, then what a comeback for them. This has been a truly great game so far. Johnson fouls that one away, evening up the count at 1 apiece. This game has until 10:26 to start new innings. Good chance we do get all 7 in, but if it continues to go on like this, we might not. The 1-1. Ground ball hit hard over towards third base. Good scoop. The throw to 1 is in time, and the side is retired. Schobert able to settle down the defense in the end, getting the final 2 putouts, but not before the Steelheads can score 5 runs of their own. Middle of 5 at Ron Mottl Field. This is Force Ohio's game to lose. They lead it by 2. 8-6 your score. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe to the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Enable push notifications as well to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year, or even better, by the end of this summer. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. As well, while you are down there, if you could leave a like rating, that would greatly help out our channel, as well as that pushes out this sort of content to the right people as we follow along with our great athletes in the Northeast Ohio area. We will step aside here on SmeeSports. 8-6 your score. Force Ohio on top of the Erie Steelheads. Force's offense looking for another inning, just like the bottom of the fourth inning. That frame, they were able to come away with 7 runs, leading by a total of 8-1. But right now, that has been put in jeopardy. 8-6 the score, 5 runs scoring for the Steelheads in the top of the frame. Force to win this game out right here with 6 runs, as that would enforce the run rule. But right now, the goal is to get some at least insurance runs on the board, potentially runs in the right direction to getting the run rule. But I think that is more of a fantasy than anything right now. The goal is to win this game, no matter if it is in 5 innings, 7 innings, or 6, or even more depending on the time limits. 0-1 misses upstairs to even up the counts. Once again, stick with us for our final game of the day. Up next, it is the T3 Warhawks taking on Team Ohio Pro Select. That game scheduled for 10:45. Beautiful drive by Kimmel deep into right field, but it is going to be caught for out number 1. Not the desired start for the offense of Force. They get the good barrel they wanted, but not to a good spot. And that'll bring back up the top of the order, starting with Ryder Gabanier. Gabanier in this game, 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking and a ground out. As well on the mound now for the Steelheads, it is Dom Malone. Malone started the game at shortstop and had a couple of excellent plays over there. Few web gems, few hits, I believe. And overall, a solid outing for him. A chance now to settle down the defense, to give his offense a chance to take the lead back in the 6th. The 1-0. In there now, 1-1. All of that starts here by retiring this side. Potentially in order as well. That would be huge for momentum. The 1-1 sailing upstairs for ball 2. As well on Sunday, join us at Kent State as we have the silver and the championship brackets live at Schoonover Stadium for the Kent State Invite number 2. It is the 15U division. Swing and a miss, now 2-2. We saw all 6 teams that we will see again on Sunday yesterday. Hoping to see some good baseball from them again. And today is really going to help outline the bracket as to who will be playing where, potentially. Malone taking his time, and that will mean Gabanier takes time himself. I like that move from Malone, just staying on the mound, waiting for Gabanier to call time, and now he delivers the 2-2. Fouled behind. But I like that move from Malone. It really establishes his control of this at-bats, and if he can set the tempo, that is a big deal for Erie. If they could take that into the 6th offensively, played a few runs, and take the lead, even more so, these kind of pitches will matter. The 2-2 lobbed upstairs for ball 3, and we are full. Gabanier maybe thought that ball was going to die in the end, as you kind of saw that twitch, thinking about the swing, but held up. And now we have a full count with Mamoni in the on-deck circle. Payoff down low for ball 4, and it is a 1-out walk for Ryder Gabanier. Getting a runner on is paramount for Force Ohio, as they need maybe 1 run at least to solidify their lead even more. Up by 2, they do have that insurance run tacked on, but they need a lot more than that given how good the offense for Erie looked moments ago. And if this can be a quick inning, that momentum's still there. That is going to make the defensive Force's job a lot more difficult. First pitch to Mamoni in the strike zone, 0-1. Alex lined out and reached via a hit by a pitch today. Throw back to 1, not in time. But Mamoni, the now rising junior at CVCA, a chance to do some damage for Force Ohio. Some well-needed damage. Throw back once again to 1, not in time. And as well, we do have 30 minutes left to go of the game clock. So if the 6th inning takes more than that amount of time, we will not see the 7th. 0-1 counts. The pitch. Swing and a miss, now 0-2. I feel like Force right now just trying to drill that clock, but the Erie Warhawks the Steelhawks trying to simply get into the 7th inning if needed. But if you are Erie right now, not a bad spot to be. 0-2 count, 1 down. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2. Punch out number 1 on the day for Dom Malone. And the Steelheads are 1 out away from getting out of the 5th. And outside of that, 1 out away from getting their ever-dangerous offense back to the sticks. Anello now steps back in for force. 1 for 2 on the day with a pop-out and a base hit. Malone checks, sets, and deals. Lobbed upstairs for ball 1. Tried getting the changeup to declare downward, but in the end, it hangs up. For Erie in the top of the 6th inning, it is Chafee, Thomas, and St. Julien. The 1-0. Top right, 1-1. Good response offering from Malone. Able to remain up high in the zone. That time able to bring it down just a titch and just in the corner perfectly. Even if there was a swing, contact was doubtful. The 1-1. Now goes down low for strike 2. One more strike, and the Steelheads have a chance to take the lead in the 6th. In all, they have 6 outs to work with. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Malone keeping close eyes over at 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There is strike 3. Punch out number 2 today from Don Malone. And the side is retired. No damage done by force in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still an enticing ball game on hand. Through 5, Force Ohio hanging on to their 2-run lead. The Steelheads looking to take back the lead for the first time in a little while when we return. This is the 2025 Elite Midwest Classic on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Eight-6 your score on SmeeSports as we are back to the action in the top of the 6th inning. The Steelheads a chance to tie up the game or even take back the lead for the first time since they led this one 1-0. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. First pitch of the 6th is in the dirt for ball 1. It is Chafee, Thomas, and St. Julien, the 8, 9, and 10 hitters for Erie this frame. Right now for Fritz and company, the goal is to settle things down. It has been a very eventful couple of innings here. Right now the goal is get things done in a timely fashion, but at the same time, without allowing any damage. And speaking of time, the time limit would end this game at around 10:26. The 1-2, swing and a miss. It's 1 up, 1 down. Henry Fritz able to get his first strikeout of his outing. He is the third pitcher of the day for Force. It was Ozinga before him who had 2 strikeouts, and Bart who got the start. 3 innings, 6 punch-outs. Definitely a candidate for player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. That award will be announced when this game goes final after our final commercial break. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Frank Thomas back into the game. 1 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a base hit. And it appears this one is going to repeat the ground out, and it does. Anello able to throw across the diamond for out number 2. Simple 2 up, 2 down. It appears after the big offensive innings, both squads struggling to get the ball rolling at the sticks again. And if that is the case, that then favors Force Ohio. In total, Erie has 4 outs to work with. And it'll be St. Julien coming in. First pitch down low for ball 1. In the bottom of the inning for Force Ohio, it is Scott Pytash and Mancuso set to hit. That is the 4, 5, and 6 slots. The 1-0. Missing upstairs, 2-0. I would assume that Fritz will be the final pitcher that Force uses in this game, but we could potentially see a closer come in, depending on the circumstances. Good ball put into the outfield, taken in on a 1-hop by Anderson, but it's a 2-out single for St. Julien. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Tommy Neese. Neese so far in this game through 3 at-bats, a strikeout, a walk, and a single. He does represent the tying run here for the Steelheads. The pitch. Good drive down the right side, but breaking foul. 0-1 the count. Keeping a level swing right now is a big deal for the Steelheads. Even if they only score 1 run this inning, it's 1 less run that they have to score then in the 7th, down to their final 3 outs. That one shot to foul behind, now 0-2. If you are Fritz, getting the out here is a big deal, as that would really change the landscape of this finish. Another runner on, a good chance that the Steelheads tie it. An out here, maybe not. And it is strike 3 looking. He does get the punch out, and the side is retired. Strikeout number 2 in the inning for Fritz, and the top of the 6th will be over. An excellent pitch from Fritz, and that is enough to settle down the defense. 1 runner on, courtesy of a 2-out single, but no other damage done. Force Ohio, 1 last opportunity to solidify this win when we return. This is the 2025 Elite Midwest Classic on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring today's broadcast, and as well, thank you to the 965 Midwest Challenge for partnering with us to present these broadcasts. Bottom of 6 here at Ron Mottl Field. It is Force Ohio up 8-6 on the Erie Steelheads. For those just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this morning. Game 1 of 2 that we have today. In the second game slot, we have the T3 Warhawks taking on the Team Ohio Pro Select squad. And that should be a fun contest. First pitch just a bit upstairs from Malone for ball 1. It is Drew Scott, J.J. Pytash, and Mario Mancuso in the 4, 5, and 6 slots for Force in the bottom of the 6th. In the 7th, Erie will be down to their final 3 outs, so now is the time for Force to really solidify their offense, maybe get a run or 2 on the board to seal the deal, and then work in the 7th inning to complete the win. The 1-1. Popped up right side. It looks like it will carry into foul territory, but caught over at first for out number 1. Excellent work by Chafee as he is able to catch up to that one well in foul territory. Based on the way this is going, I would assume a quick bottom of the 6th inning before Erie is then going to throw the kitchen sink and then anything else that they can at this Force Ohio defense. Now it is Pytash stepping in. He has walked and has reached on an error so far in this game. Or excuse me, I guess the ball did fall, so we will still resume. Pytash still in the on-deck circle. Malone sets and deals. Shot foul by Scott. Just tough to see over on the right side. It looked like they did say he caught it, but it was a tough angle, not only for us to see, but for him to get to that ball. So no surprise that it did fall in the end. I believe the count now 2-2 on Scott. The pitch. A good drive into left field, and it is down for a leadoff single. Scott, with his extra life, able to barrel up a baseball, and the leadoff man is aboard, bringing in Pytash. JJ a chance to do some more damage here. As well, in more simple fashion, if Force is able to plate 6 runs this inning, the game would end via the run rule, but that would take a lot of things going in their direction to happen. We talked about the run rule briefly. At the end of the 4th inning, it was 8-1, so a 7-run game. It was close, but now, not so much. Pytash bunts that one foul, 0-1 the count. But we thought at one point this was going to be a low-scoring game, 2-1, 3-1, and that is how it would end. Then it looked like we were going to see a run rule from Force or then a comeback from the Steelheads. Now 8-6. This game still could have a couple of twists and turns left in it. Would not be surprised at all to see something wild happen down the stretch. 0-1, top of the zone. It connects. Now 0-2. After Pytash, it is Mancuso. But Force Ohio looking for a statement win against a team from out of state. Malone setting, checking. And finally the 0-2. Swing and a miss. There is out number 1. Pytash chasing upstairs. Strikeout number 3 on the day for Dom Malone. Double play ball ends the inning as Mancuso steps in. 1 down, runner at first. And as I said, getting a double play here, not only would it end the inning, but also that gives momentum to Erie and gives them one final chance to do something. Ground ball hit to third. They will throw to 2. They get the runner to 1. Not in time. It'll be a simple fielder's choice for out number 2. Look like a slight bobble over at third. It's what caused that delay. Either way, you get the lead runner, and that is what matters for the Erie defense. That sets up Zach Schobert, the third baseman. 1 for 2 in this game with a pop-out and a single. Once again, stay with us after this game as we have Team Ohio Pro Select taking on the T3 Warhawks. And that'll conclude our Friday morning of coverage. Good pop into left field. Underneath it is St. Julian, and he has it to retire the side. 1 runner gets on, then a fielder's choice replaces him. but in the end, no damage is done. Erie down to their final 3 outs, looking for some magic when we return. This is the 2025 Elite Midwest Classic on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Last chance for Erie to come out of this game with something. 8-6 your score as we enter the top of the 7th inning. For the Steelheads, it is Besco, Coel, and Malone trying to keep their hopes alive. First pitch pops up on the infield over towards first base. Mamoni underneath it has it for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch to begin the top of the 7th inning. And if this game does end in the next couple of minutes, it does appear Game 2 will be starting as scheduled at around 10:45, maybe even a few minutes earlier. This still does not compare to last week when on Friday we had a game span maybe an hour and 19 minutes. And yes, we played a full 7. Second pitch of the inning taken for strike 1. Fred's looking to nail down this win. It is Coel who had a 2 RBI single in his last at-bat, back in for more. The 0-1 missing upstairs, now 1-1. It'll be interesting to see who is on the mound in this next game for both squads, as there is a lot of pitching talent and a lot of pitching depth on both. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Coel. Fritz looking for out number 2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he will get it. Strikeout number 3 today for Henry Fritz. And just like that, Erie is down to their final out. Forest Ohio sounding their final countdown as Dom Malone, the shortstop, steps back in. Started at short, moved to the mound. A single, a sac fly, and a ground out in this game for Malone. Ground ball, chop left side. This could do it. Heavy charge from Schobert. The throw to 1 is in time, and that will do it. It is a great win for Force Ohio in the end. 8-6 your final. The offense in the bottom of the 4th inning, plating 6 runs, enough to set Force apart from Erie, and they will win our first pool play game of the day. Excellent stretch as well by Mamoni over at first base to seal the deal. And it is the boys from Ohio defending home turf against the visitors from Pennsylvania. 8-6 your final. 1 final commercial break. Then we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
8-6, your final in game one of our doubleheader today. Force Ohio taking down the Erie Steelheads. Your player of the game presented by the Health ECU Chiropractic Center. A couple of guys eligible for it, but looking at the stat sheets, Jack Perkins didn't really have to do all too much in this game overall, but his 2 hits, 2 big ones, 2 RBIs scored, and they are the point of difference. So it is the now junior at Olmsted Falls earning player of the game honors presented by the Health ECU Chiropractic Center. One of our umpires just confirmed the start time for game number 2 now scheduled for 10:35 a.m. So we are getting a 10-minute jump start on that game. As I am only doing the first 2 games today, I do welcome an earlier start, as that does mean I have less time out in the blazing sun this afternoon. But of course, the moment the game starts early, that is where we have a 2.5-hour thriller on hand. If that happens, that is going to make for some good viewing, and we would welcome it. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year, or ideally by the end of this summer. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. As well, while you're down below, make sure to leave a like rating so the algorithm knows to push out this stream to more viewers to get more eyes on these tremendous athletes. And finally, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Time now to hop on over to link number 2. The T3 Warhawks take on Team Ohio Pro Select. That will be live in around 2 minutes from this ending here. But that'll do it for game number 1 at Ron Mottl Field. Force Ohio gets it done. 8-6 your final in the battle between Ohio and Pennsylvania. I am Nathan Smee saying so long for now from Parma Heights, and we will see you again in around 20 minutes for game number 2. This has been the 2025 Elite Midwest Classic on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Thank you all for tuning in. We will either see you in around 10 minutes or we will see you next time.